Now you might be asking yourself, Brian, what are we looking at here on the screen? And to answer your question, I I don't know. This is just what the promo video DaVinci has currently on their website. So as promised, in this video, we'll quickly show you how to use DaVinci Resolve to change the frame rate of your reference video to 24 FPS before dropping it into Blender. It's actually going to be really simple, and this one's going to be a shorter video. So before we start, I just want to explain to you why we actually do this. If you're new to animation, you might be asking yourself, why can't I just animate in whatever frame rate that I want and then change it to 24 FPS after? Or why do I need to worry about this stuff at all? Well, first of all, 24 FPS is the industry standard, and that's what you'll need to be doing and animating in your entire career. So you better get used to it. Also, why would you be animating extra frames? You need to understand that 24 FPS means 24 frames inside a second. So that's 24 frames for you to animate to have 1 second of animation. Now, if you have your FPS at 30, or God forbid 60, that means you have 60 frames to worry about and to animate and to pose for you to have 1 second of animation. Why in God's name would you be doing that to yourself? And secondly, if you change the frame rate later, you have two options. Either preserving the frames and stretching out the animation, which will change your timing, which is bad. Timing is very important. Or you will lose your arcs or other issues that you might run into. Or you try and drop extra frames, in which case you don't really have any control over which frames disappear, which could cause you to lose poses that you spent a lot of time making. In animation, one frame could literally make the difference between an animation not working and an animation working. So please do this step before you animate, not after. Now I should say, when you're using references, what we're about to do is not mandatory. You can just use your references to look at the poses and expressions and then figure out the timing yourself. It just really depends on your workflow. So the workflow we're going for is bringing the reference into the Blender and following the reference closely. And if that's the case, this is what you need to do. So first, come to this beautiful website. Just Google DaVinci Resolve. The current version at the time of this recording is 17, but that doesn't really matter. The process should still be the same. So Google the DaVinci Resolve, download this bad boy, and what this program is that it's essentially Adobe Premiere, but it's free, and I love it. I use this to edit my videos, and I use it to edit the videos you guys see right now. So let's go ahead and press New Project. Now you can name this new project, and we can call it Frame Rate Video. There we go. So Frame Rate Video, you can press Create. Okay, so we have our new project, and I'm going to actually go to File, Project Settings, and make sure in the master settings, my timeline and my playback frame rates are set to 24. That's important to us. So go ahead and save this if you've changed it. And now we are going to bring in this clip right here, which is 30 FPS, not 24. We're going to bring this into the media pool. And when we drop it in, we get this notification right here. It's asking us change project frame rate. And this is the key point. This is where you want to pay attention. If you press don't change project frame rate, then your project frame rate will stay 24 frames, and DaVinci will change your video's frame rate to match your project. But if you press change, that will change your project's frame rate from 24 frames to whatever the clip is that you're bringing in. So you always want to make sure you press don't change if you want to keep the frame rate at 24 frames. So we've done that. And now when we go to edit, that's down here, and go ahead and drag the clip into your timeline, play it a little bit, and you want to make sure that the timing of the clip, so this is 6 seconds, you want to make sure that it matches your original clip. Just to, yeah, so about 6 seconds as well. So you want to make sure the timing didn't change. And one more time, you want to go to File, Project Settings, one more time. Make sure that it's still at 24 frames, so nothing's changed. So great, let's say this is your reference. Terrible example, but let's say this is your reference. Now you can go to Deliver, and you're presented with this window right here. So things to keep in mind here. You can name your project here. So let's say frame rate render. That's going to be the name of my project. And then you can press browse and find somewhere to put this. So I don't know, let's say desktop. You can change the name here as well if you'd like, and that will automatically update here. So let's say if I type frame rate 2 here and I press save, that automatically updated to frame rate 2, and it's saving it in our desktop. So next thing you want to make sure is that in the video tab, export video is selected. You want to make sure the format is QuickTime, the codec is H.264, and the frame rate is 24. If your clip has audio, you can click on the audio tab and make sure that export audio is selected. Otherwise, you can uncheck this and there won't be an audio for your reference. In our case, we're not going to have an audio, so I'm going to uncheck this. And now we're ready. So I'm going to press add to render queue. Now this is our render queue right here. And one final click is to press render all. This should take about a few seconds or a few minutes, depending how long your clip is. And there we go, it's done. And that's it. All you need to do now is locate your video, and then you can go into Blender and import it. Of course, if you like, you can do all your reference editing inside DaVinci instead of Blender. That is something we'll cover in more detail in the demo reel section of the animation course, if that's the package you've got. But I hope you learned something in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.